music we got to experience for the first time at Moontide Media during their library sessions.
Mm-hmm.
And you were amazing, Piper. I totally fell in love with your music. I fell in love with your voice. Everyone fell in love with your music and your voice. Completely breathtaking.
Aww.
Just, you know when you're at an event and someone's playing and it just captivates everyone. So it was such a pleasure to meet you, and we've brought you out here to Unita where we're doing an interview, and just wanted to kind of find out more about your story and your background.
Mm-hmm.
So we've had a brief conversation about your travels through Europe. So if you could just tell us a little bit more about how your musical journey started.
Well, it all started with this guitar, actually. I like this a little bit before that. I was in San Francisco, going to college, and I met a band.
What was your plan? What were you gonna?
Well, I was just kind of going to go, you know?
Yeah.
I switched majors like every 3 minutes. But, I took a lot of cool classes, but I ended up dropping out. But I met some great people that were in some garage bands.
Mm-hmm.
One of them has an inappropriate name. I don't know about like language on this. Yeah, but it's called Pluto and the Wolves.
Oh.
Yeah, so yeah, it was fun. It was a fun band. And so the singer and the head of the band, his name's Dom. He was my best friend and gave me this guitar when we were in Spain together.
You were just visiting him.
I was just visiting him in Spain. He was studying abroad. I already had dropped out of college, and he had to leave early unexpectedly, and so he kind of gave me this guitar, and he's like, I'm sorry, good luck, hold on to this, bring it back when you're back in California.
So you were stranded. You were all by yourself,
Yeah.
with $20 in your pocket,
Yeah.
having to figure life out.
Yeah, and I was well, the thing is too, I thought I was gonna be going back to California in a few weeks, in 2 weeks' time. But that did not happen. I ended up staying for almost a year, and I was traveling all around, and I barely knew how to play guitar at the time either. But being it that I had to know how to play guitar so that I could make money and survive, I taught myself, and I would just sit in a park or sit on the street corner and play until my fingers were numb, and learned a lot and wrote a bunch of songs. And it took me all over Europe, Germany, all over England. I went to Ibiza for a little bit, did some full moon parties there.
Wow.
Yeah, and then stayed in London for a really long time, and then back to the States, and had all these songs and experiences that I just wanted to share with everybody. And so yeah, that's how my album
Cool. And then you have a show coming up on the 28th at Whiskey A Go Go.
Yes, July 28th. I'm on at 8:45 at the Whiskey A Go Go, opening for Janet Gardner Vixen. Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
And with this blood-stained guitar.
Yes, my
Literally.
bloodstains are on it. Johnny Cash in 5 hours on the streets of London. Do something to you.
So literally you played for 5 hours until your fingers were bleeding.
Yeah.
And you showed us inside of your guitar.
Yeah,
Literally
very
bloodstains.
Yeah, the original pictures I have on my Instagram are just so, I laugh every time. Everybody always makes the oh god face, but I laugh every time. It was such a good time. Somebody came up to me and be like, oh mate, your fingers are bleeding all over your guitar. I'm like, fuck yeah, rock and roll. Right, this girl's crazy, yeah. And yeah, it's good times.
Wow. Pepper, your music is very mature and your lyrics are really, really touching and beautiful. So you're not just an incredible performer, a musician, singer, but you're a poet as well. Where do you draw your inspiration from?
Oh man, everything. The breeze going through the trees, being by the ocean, my friends, people I love, people I hate, all of it, It's cool. I'm very, very grateful that I have the gift of writing, because it's my therapy, but it's also therapeutic for others. It's my way of healing the world, I think. I consider some of my musical medicine. When you listen to it, it just makes you feel something, feel better, go get through something. I didn't come up with that term, by the way. That's I don't want to get in trouble for saying that, but a band that I love, Nako and Medicine for the People, use that, and it's true. Like there's certain things. I think that music and art is the closest thing to magic that we have on this earth, on this plane, and being able to manifest that and being able to share it with people is so special. And you see it firsthand when you're playing, and it's really, really, really nice.
Absolutely, and it's very intergenerational. I mean,
Totally.
it touches people of all ages.
Yeah, like I'm really young. I'm 22, and I, can relate to people. One of my mentors is this guy. His name's John Anderson, who's in a band called Yes, really famous band in like the 60s and 70s. But we'll play songs together that he loved when he was a kid that I still know, or like songs that we can write together that hit us both in a very similar place, but with very different meaning or experience behind it. And it's so special, having that magic to share with everybody and that light to share with everybody. It's pretty cool.
Absolutely. And tell me, what is your process? Do you first write a song, or do you strum some chords, or hum it? Like, how does it work?
I don't know. Sometimes it's very random. Sometimes I'll just have a riff in my head and I'll figure it out on guitar and play it for like 2 months until I think of lyrics. Or sometimes I'll have a riff and I'll look back into old poems that I used, because I do write poems. I love writing. And I'll look back into old poems and kind of mix and match certain things. One of my most recent songs I just wrote, a new one called Limits. I wrote it in the shower. I figured out the hook in the shower. I was like having a good day and I was in the shower, so after a hike, like scrubbing my hair.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. You're just free flowing, a true modern day hippie adventure vagabond.
Yeah. Honestly, the hardest thing though about writing is whenever I'm stuck with a song, I realize I'm not being honest with myself. Like, it's really, you're putting your heart on the line when you're writing these things. It really is just like bearing your soul to all. And sometimes it's hard to get over that hump. But when you just kind of like surrender and like let yourself be honest, then that's when I think the raddest material comes out. But yeah.
It comes right from the soul. And
Yeah,
you can feel it, you can hear it in your words and in your album. Tell us a little bit about your album that you're promoting at.
Yeah, so Vagabond.
Mm-hmm.
Vagabond. So, traveling around, writing all this stuff. I'm a natural blonde. I do have my blonde moments, and Vagabond was just like a funny name that we came up with. My mom called me actually, and she was like super pissed I hadn't called her back in about 2 months. She goes, "You know what you are? You're just a vagabond." And I was like, "No, Mom, like calm down, like it's okay. Like I'm a vagabond, like it's chill." And yeah, needless to say, she was not super thrilled on that one, but she learns to love it. She learned to love it, and it kind of just stuck with my friends. But yeah, I just wrote a lot of these songs while traveling, just living, and the oldest one is one that I wrote when I was 13 years old, and that one's, I forget what number track that is, but it's called Place in the Sand.
I love that song.
Yeah.
When I heard that song, I just got goosebumps, and every time I hear it, it's just so beautiful. I think it's my favorite song from the album.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's my mom's
I
favorite.
can't believe you wrote it when you were 13 years old.
I can't either, honestly. I don't
Who
know.
does that?
I know, I always preface it like, dang, I thought I had problems then. Like, just wait. Because it's just about, taking an escape and going and finding your happy place and getting away from the hectic world that we're living in. If only 13-year-old Piper knew what was to come. But it grounds me when I play it. You get back to that place when you play those songs. Yeah.
Tell me, when did your album drop, and what are your plans for the future? Are you working on a new album right now, and where can we find you?
Okay, so first, album dropped this year, so it's still hot and fresh. We actually just made some vinyl and some CDs that are available on my website, piperhays.com, Hays, no E in Hayes. You can also get links on Instagram. Everything is just my name. And yeah, so that's really awesome. And then future, the whiskey show is a really big deal for us because we're so used to playing small venues. And even since that's happened, just a stream of good things have been coming along. Like we're playing the Mystic Theater up in Petaluma, which is a really amazing venue. We're playing a film festival in Napa Valley. We're going to do a little California tour in September, so that's going to be super fun, hitting Santa Cruz, Santa Barbara, San Diego, all the sands. It's like a California coastal tour. And then we're working on album number 2 right now. I'm not going to talk too much about that because it's still in the works, but album number 2 is definitely happening very soon. Yeah, we're just like trying to play as much as we can. If anybody wants to give us a shout out of where we should play, like let us know and we'll do our best to make it happen.
By we, you mean your band. And
Yeah.
So who else is part of your band?
Oh, my band boys are so cool. I love them. Alex Gorcheski is on bass.
Mm-hmm.
He's amazing. And him and my drummer, Kane Daniels, who's also just phenomenal, went to Berklee College of Music together. And I met them totally by chance. And I hit the lottery with them, honestly. They're the best. I saw them yesterday. We hung out. It was great.
Yay! That's amazing.
Yeah.
And what are your influences?
Oh, man. I mean, it ranges from all
Top
over the
three,
place.
top 3.
Oh, God.
Top 3 influences.
I love Billie Holiday. Billie Holiday is like one of my personal goddesses.
You mentioned Bob Dylan. In
Yeah,
your
Bob
songs.
Dylan is a huge one of mine. I mean, his writing is just phenomenal. And then I think Stevie Nicks is also like a big
Yes.
inspiration of mine.
Oh, absolutely.
She's incredible. The house I was born in is actually like 2 doors down from her.
Wow.
And we moved before I could appreciate it, and I'm just like so bummed.
Well, it's still part of your story. So
Yeah,
it's all
exactly.
connected.
But yeah.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much. What song are you going to play for us today?
Oh my gosh. I'll play. Do you want me to play the new one?
Yes.
I don't know if I should actually. I might not be allowed to.
I'm going to play Place in the Sand.
I'll play Place in the Sand for you.
Yes.
Let me get my capo real quick.
Yeah,
Give me a sec. Let's see. Alright. Now this one's for you, Sara.
Yes.
For you, boo. Let's see. It's also nice because we're right by the beach too.
Miles and miles away from this land, there's a place that I go that's sitting in the sand. Miles away from the dangerous minds that escape from insanity, wasting our time. Seems to me this world is fading away. Come with me and we'll dance to the light of day. from this land. There's a place that I go that's sitting in the sand.
Aww,
For you!
Of course. Piper, this was beautiful.
Oh man, that just makes me feel so yummy on the inside.
Oh, it makes us all feel young on the inside. It's just, and you wrote this when you were 13. I just cannot wait. What other songs you're going to come up with?
Guys, album 2 is gonna be a banger, I'm not gonna lie.
When does that drop?
Who knows?
Ooh, can't
Surprise.
wait, can't wait. Alright, you don't want to share too much information, we get it, but we will hopefully catch you.
Oh heck yeah. At the Whiskey on July 28th at 8:30 p.m. Tickets are
Absolutely.
$10 if you buy them through me. Holler, holler, City of Squalor.
Yes! Thank you so much.
Of course.
And good luck.
Thank you.
Mwah. Perfect. And that's a wrap. That's a wrap.